5 goals for singles to have during the season of Lent. Lent, the time of year when believers across the globe recognize the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. It's the season where believers partake in fasting, giving alms, and prayers to help us remember how merciful God has been and to show love to others. Fasting or giving up something is one aspect of the Lenten season that helps us focus our attention on God and listen to what He has to say. While many believers are gearing up to participate in 40 days of Lent to commemorate Christ and His sacrifice, many may not know where to begin. For single believers, many may participate in the typical sacrifice, giving up certain foods, releasing certain habits, and attending various liturgical services. These are fine to participate in, but why not add new activities to the single Lenten journey that could enhance your life in more ways than one? If you don't know where to begin, look at the list below and see where you fit in. 1. Release worrying about your relationship status. Worrying results from a lack of trust in God and His will for your life. Many singles are often so consumed with their relationship status and how they can change it that they often miss out on its beauty. This year, for Lent, I challenge singles to release the sense of worrying about their relationship status and allow God to fill their hearts with His goodness, grace, and mercy. 2. Develop your prayer life. Prayer is communication with God. It is the time set aside each day where we show adoration to Him for who He is, confess our sins to Him, give thanks to Him for what He's done in our lives, and submit our requests to Him with humility and confidence, knowing that He will meet our every need. This year, for Lent, singles should be intentional about establishing a healthy prayer life. They can start by selecting a time at the beginning of their day when they will go to God in prayer. Next, they can decide where they will pray. It's best to find a place where there won't be any interruptions so they can focus on this time with God. Last, they can identify scriptures on prayer for reading that will encourage them to know what God says about prayer. 3. Develop strong and consistent Bible study habits. Reading the Bible is essential for believers. Without it, we will have a limited understanding of how we should go about our daily lives. During this season of Lent, singles should focus on reading the Bible daily and developing study habits that will help them understand God's holy word so much that the words become a part of how they live. Take some time to find 40 scriptures or 2 to 3 books of the Bible to focus on during Lent. Once you've identified the readings, set a designated time to read and study the Bible daily for your spiritual growth. 4. Challenge yourself to move beyond the 40 days of fasting. Fasting during the season of Lent is a time-honored tradition. During this time, people sacrifice certain foods and habits to imitate Christ's sacrifice before His journey to the cross. It's also a practice people engage in to become close to God. While this is a noble act, singles and others should push themselves to fast and pray beyond Lent this year. Drawing nearer to God is something that all believers should strive to do regularly, and fasting should be a regular habit. 5. Reflect on and release relationships and connections that don't support your single journey. Everyone has relationships of different kinds that have an impact on their lives. Many are positive, many are negative. Some are helpful, others not so much. Relationships are vital for survival, but some can hinder your growth. During the next 40 days, take some time to evaluate your relationships. Think about those who have helped you prosper on your single journey and those who have not. Think about those relationships that have strengthened your values and views on living single. For the relationships you deem important and healthy to your journey, keep those people around and nurture those relationships. Find a way to release those you have found to hinder your path without hurting the people involved. Relationships are an essential part of life. However, healthy relationships are key for growth.